What a crazy time we live in these days. Regime change in Venezuela, ICE actually shooting a woman in the face, 2 million Americans living in their cars, while another million Americans live on the street. And that place is our shared experiences and our shared humanity. And the reason why we do this is because the goal of this conversation that I hope you will engage in by putting your comments in the notes is to have an understanding, for me to communicate to you and you to communicate to me in a way that we come away from the conversation gaining information that is neither triggering or divides us, but actually brings us together. We are humans. We are neighbors. We grew up in the same world, most of us in the same country, many of us in the same neighborhood. And therefore, we have a lot of things that should be the basis by which we can have these difficult and sometimes third rail conversations without offending each. Everything that we are experiencing today can best be understood through the lens of the history that led to it. America lost 250,000 soldiers in Europe in World War II. Great Britain lost about 400,000 between the two of us. The Soviet Union lost total minimum consensus across historians, minimum 20 million people at the hands of the Nazis on the Eastern Front, including over 8 million Red Army soldiers. America remains to this day the only nation in the world to drop a nuclear bomb on a civilian population. And let's not get it twisted. No one else, all the people we vilify, no one else has made the decision that Harry Truman made and that wasn't necessary to make on August 6th and August 9th, 1945. America making the Soviet Union the enemy after World War II is the greatest betrayal at the national level in global history. Archie Bunker was the everyman of the white working class in America. And the great thing about Onward Family is it gave you an image, because here you had Archie Bunker, non-college educated, unionized longshoreman. He's unloading and loading ships on the dock, was able to own a home in a major American city. Queens, New York is in New York City. He was able to own a home and send his daughter Gloria to college on his salary alone. We were at a place desegregated where a Black business owner could own a home and live next to the white working class. That was a snapshot of where we were in 1970. This is what shared prosperity does. It empowers us to hold power accountable. That is exactly what the forefathers, the design of our Constitution, was intended to do. It's just a mouthpiece for power. There's no Woodward and Bernstein in this media right here holding power to account. Oh, hell no. Complete shills, complete sellouts. Trump is not worse than his predecessors. He is just transparently committed to American domination within the context of this new three-party superpower framework. The United States, Russia, China. There is no self-defense defense for genocide. Full stop. And the International Court of Justice on January 26, 2024 agreed. And this is why NATO will dissolve, because we are not going to go to war against Russia over Eastern Europe. Denmark needs to seriously consider, if we could do this in Venezuela, Do you doubt that Trump would do it in Denmark? The only thing that has changed is that now they're doing it to us. Today in America, U.S. workers feel just like the Chinese workers who produce our iPhones. Yeah, the ones jumping out of the window. So yeah, the story of America was always built on the backs of exploited people. Same as it ever was. Where are all the resources? They are consolidated in the wealthiest billionaire class ever. A billionaire class that's so wealthy that individual billionaires have as much wealth as the entire wealthy class of prior generations. Yeah, that wealthy. We're about to have our first trillionaire. When the American dream is that far out of reach, we are at risk of losing social order.